Great to have you guys. Good morning from here. Thank you all my viewers, all of my subscribers, thank you so much. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor right now, subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell. My name is Samuel and the channel is Analyze It with Sam. Yes guys, in today's video, I want to show you a clip of a frustrated African, a Nigerian for that matter, who is frustrated in part of Asia. He traveled to Asia. Now he's finding it difficult to go back home because he has overstayed his permit. So he needs to go back home. This guy, he traveled with every hope that he's going to make it in that part of the world. But unfortunately, things are not the way they explained to him. Now he's finding it difficult even to travel home. Guys, I'm going to insert that clip. You see, when we make videos telling you guys that you should be careful of how you plan to travel abroad, because abroad is no longer the way it used to be. You guys think we are playing. We are not playing at all. We are only trying to let you guys know the whole situation, how it is here. And it's up to you to make your choice. If you want to come, you can come. When you come, you see the situation. I'm sure this video that you're going to watch, and after watching it, it will teach a lot of you lessons, that things that we are saying is really the way it is. So watch this clip, and after that, we will talk.
One returning ticket, one-way ticket, agent barrier, one other. Then you don't want to get again at Chip again. I'll work for 5 days. We're sitting on pumping, smell of one little tiny bit of water, the good need you to cost. The hair wants to be here and say, investment you're going to be over there, 6.7 million. Okay. Then we hope we need to help you to open up. You don't know what I know. You didn't talk about home, we're going to do because somebody can take teacher. No children in the other easy, who can go chill in Japan. You can now, and I don't tell one on the open miss. What Pataka, you go out that thing with they go maybe $200 $300 we go on always them. The time where you can have an Ejelamo to immigration or son. If you know that la Elota, not easy. I don't know what there is because I go more overstay. And the overstay now, actually 3 months here. And I have to pay for the overstay. As you go, as the overstay now $5 million. Yes, which no take and I don't work at the time you get here $7 million. Yes, and the $7 million more than check here almost $300 or $300 something. That one aside. Then now coming to tickets, or returning tickets.
Right, welcome back guys. You have watched the clip and you have seen how frustrated this guy is, how desperate he is to go back home. Thank God he realized his mistake on time and he's making every plan to go back home. That is the right thing to do, because if he should continue to stay in that country, he will accumulate a lot of bill to pay to the government. Because, like I told you guys, in some part of Asia, when you overstay the time that they grant you to remain in that country, you are going to pay. Okay, you are going to pay for them to take you back home. You see, the guy didn't even have the return ticket, so he is begging for his return ticket and as well to pay the immigration to allow him to go back home. From what he said, he has been sleeping in the streets with so many other guys in the street, people who are frustrated, people who couldn't find a home there because they don't even have the money, they don't have the permit to remain in that country. So many have overstayed in that country, they cannot go back home. They don't have money, they don't even have anybody to send them money. This guy that spent up to $6,700,000 to come to this country, and in the end he's finding it difficult to go back home. To me, it seems the people who sent him to this place, I mean the sister who sponsored him to that particular country, is saying, oh man, you have to make it like every other person has been doing in that country to make it. But it is not easy. My sister, let me tell you something. You guys, you see people travel from abroad and come back home, you think that all things are equal for everybody. You think that it is very easy for people to make money in this country. If I should begin to open up to you guys the way our people make our money in this country, you will baffle. You see, people make their money in so many different ways. I thank Obeleze 101 of how he told you guys that so many people run the street. There are so many things you do, but there is no job. The opportunity to work is not there because we have a lot of foreigners who are dwelling in this part of the world. Many people don't have job. And let me tell you one thing. So many of these countries have made laws that allows their citizens to work first before any other person. So companies hardly employ foreigners. They employ their citizens first before thinking of any other person. Now, like this guy that is frustrated in Vietnam, he only had the visa to travel to that place, not work permit. Now the visa has expired, he cannot go back home. Even if this visa has not expired, you don't even have the work permit. Talk more of them employ him, having him as a foreigner. You see, that is the situation that people are facing. People don't have the money, people don't have the document, and even if you have the document, if you are unlucky to be in those countries where the government have made the law that their citizens must be given job first before any other foreigner, then the situation for you will be very bad. And that is what this guy is facing. I thank you so much, Obeleze, for bringing out your time to air this thing, to let people know what this guy is facing, and as well letting people know that even those who have lived in that country for so long are finding it difficult too. You are begging them every time to help someone who is sick, to bring up money to carry people back home to Africa. Listen, so many of these people don't even have enough job. Like he said, in that country, they don't have job. The few that are doing little things are people who are running their own personal businesses. You can imagine the kind of personal business an African man will be running in Vietnam. Now, if you listen to this guy very well, he said that while the sister said he should travel to Vietnam, he googled and found out that Vietnam is located in southern part of Asia. Vietnam, that is the only thing you could Google and see about Vietnam. Is that country that most of us, while we are growing up, watch them in films? This is the country where, in fact, I don't even know if the citizens there are living up to the expectation. Talk more of you Africans traveling to that kind of country. You spent a whole lot of 6,700,000 to travel to a place like Vietnam. What about Europe? What happened to America? You see the way they stage you. He said first that this guy presented to you guys Canada. The Canada is just to lure you people so that you come in. And as you come in, he now told you that that of Canada has elapsed. That the only option now is to travel to Vietnam. And you went on to invest a huge amount, 6,700,000 naira to travel to a place like Vietnam. This is the money that most people who are living even in Europe or in America are struggling to see if they can earn it and go back home. You know what is 6,700,000? People can establish themselves with such kind of money in Africa, and you spent it all alone to come to make money. You see, most of you people, why you are making this kind of mistake is this. Some of us living in this part of the world, when we come back home, the way we do things, you think that this money we pluck it from tree, that this money is everywhere. Let me tell you, 90% of those people who you see coming back home spending money in a house, buying nice cars, building houses, okay, ụfọdụ n'ime ndị anụ bụ ndị na-agba street ha mmadụ na-agba street ebule ego mmadụ kụọ buru ya nata go moto mee nka lụọ ihe niile wam onye na-alụ ọrụ akpata ụdị ego anwa. You said you have the strength that you want to work. Yes, but the opportunity is not there. That is what we have been speaking. The opportunity is no longer there. We are too many in this part of the world and they don't want us anyhow again. Okay, ụfọdụ n'ime fa ebulu kwa moto gbanata mee nka mana ị mara ozi na ụfọdụ n'ime fa ndị na-agba street na-azụ combine. Can as combine and when as combine nweka ife su wogari ona kpo n'ime owele ego nya na ya ihe ya na edebele rie everything so sia oburu ya nata luo no menka una chene etu akobere iwodo onye obana n'ime na agbalize na agbata ka obia ka obulu ego no obere iwo. It is no longer so, guys. Think twice. People who are working don't make such kind of money, and even if you come to this place you may not have the opportunity to make it like those guys. The country you travel to is southern part of Asia. In Asia, when you come in, you know how you pay for it. So guys, I hope this video that you have watched will serve a lesson to most of you who are planning to relocate to come to this part of the world to mess up. You should be very careful. Learn from this guy. If you have such amount of money that he spent to come to this country, please invest it. Make use of it. Use it to train yourself. Use it to learn craft and buy equipment and start your own work. There are no longer jobs here. Man, I tell you something, in this part of the world that we are dwelling, some countries, let me tell you, as you come in, those of you who come through a river and the road, they'll ask you how many years you want us inside for you. Some of our people will say that they are 20 years. If somebody who is telling them that he's 20 years, up to 40 years old, you think you are doing yourself good. You are not doing yourself any good. Let's say that at the end of the day, you have that document and you start working. Remember, the pension age in Europe here is from 65 years and above. Okay, you are already 45 to 50 and you said you are 30 years old. In the next 20 years, you will be 70 years. You're supposed to be out of work and you go for pension. But remember, when you declare that you are 20 years, 25 years, you can no longer go pension because the government will not send you to pension because you have not yet reached the age of pension. So before you could even reach that age of pension, you're already 80, 85 years in this country. That is the situation our people are facing here. And we are doing all these videos to educate you, to make sure that you learn that even if you want to come, make sure that you obtain your visa, your work visa. Make sure that you get a place to stay before you can move. Many people are frustrated in this country. If I should go from where I am standing right now, 5 kilometers from here, and show you where people are staying, where people are sleeping in train stations, you will baffle. That is what we are facing here. Guys, learn from this guy's story. It is no longer funny. How can somebody who spent up to 6,700,000 be begging, asking people to donate money so that he will travel back home? You see the situation. There is no longer hope. Even people who sponsored him to that place felt he should remain there like every other person and work hard. But the guy have seen it by himself and know that it is not something he can cope with. So please, learn from this story. Learn from this story and make sure that you plan your life. If you have the opportunity to work in Africa, work there. If you have the opportunity of investing, invest there. Do not think that abroad is full of roses. No, there are no longer roses here. Foreigners are too many. That is why the opportunity of making such money that you guys think is no longer here. So please, work hard for yourself. Work hard for yourself. Think well. Learn from this lesson. Share this video so that people will know that things are no longer the way it is to be here. We are only struggling to survive. And I hope that one day God will hear our voice and we all will survive. Thank you so much for listening and may God bless you. Bye.